90% of the people whom I talk to make this mistake. What's the mistake? Keep listening to know more. It all started a few years ago. I met this rather middle-aged person named Kishore who was radiating so much of energy. We started talking and soon talked a lot about each other's lives. He had a lot of plans for his life. He had plans for a lot of areas of his life. How much he wanted to earn, where all he wanted to travel, what kind of home he wanted to live in, what he would do in his leisure time, and so on. Basically, he talked as if he was so clear about what he wanted from his life. At the end of his speech, he looked at me and asked, "So tell me, Aravind, how have you planned your life?" As a person who had not planned even a single day ahead, I sat there not knowing how to even respond to this question. He saw my uncomfort. I finally said, "I have not thought about it. I'm not sure if I should even have any plans. I have always heard wise men saying, man plans and God disposes. So what's the point of planning something where you don't have any control over any of these things? You will be disappointed if you don't achieve what you plan for, right?" I felt happy that I could find a very nice excuse for not planning the days ahead. That's when he lovingly put his arm on my shoulder and asked, "Do you drive?" I said, "Yeah, I usually drive to my native to meet my parents, which is about 500 kilometers or 300 miles from where I work." Then he asked a lot of questions about the finer details of the drive. And I soon realized that I had a very clear answer or a plan for whatever I was doing when I was driving. I was clear when I would start, which route I would take, where I would stop for a snack break, where I would stop for a refuel, when I would reach, and even the music that I would play when I was driving. He then asked me one of the most important questions that changed my life. "Tell me, if you are driving this car and you had no clear destination in mind, how would that ride look like?" I understood that he was trying to relate driving with life. In life, we are all given this beautiful and powerful car which can take you anywhere. But without having a clear destination in mind, if you drive along all the beautiful roads that you see, you probably would end up where you started. You would waste fuel in traveling to places you never intended to travel. As years passed, I started meeting more people. And one common thing that I noted is that people who planned their lives were happier. They had a purpose in life and they were able to focus their attention and energy on those. I'm not talking about people who meticulously plan each hour of their day, but people who had a very rough idea how their next month or next year should be. What new experiences do they want to have? What new courses they want to enroll in? Should they change their jobs? What new hobbies can they start? Such kind of planning. In contrast, people who did not plan were ones who had no clue what they wanted to do in life. They just wanted to maybe make some money from the job they had. They were heavily dependent on their external environments to make them happy. They often complained about their jobs. They complained about the lack of time they had. They complained about the whole environment which was keeping them away from their success. They relied upon surprises and coincidences to happen for them to achieve something. If such a person got referred to a new job and if he got paid a little more, he would be happy for some time. Years later, when they turn back and look, they would most probably have not achieved much. At least they would not have achieved what they were really passionate about. They might feel that they have not used their potential. Some of them would not have even understood what their passions were. Planning upcoming days, months, or years do not guarantee something in life. What planning would do is to give a better idea about yourself. What is it that I want to live for? What is it that I want to stop doing? What is it that I enjoy doing? How do I want to be known by others? As Mr. Kishore said, if you are driving with no destination in mind, you are simply wasting fuel. You might encounter a few good sceneries here and there, but that is far lesser enjoyable than what you can achieve. So, if you have not planned your life before, I would strongly advise you to spend a few minutes on this task. Just 5 minutes is enough to start off. Just think, what is it that you need to change in your life? What new has to be brought in? What needs to be thrown out? What needs to be kept? These questions itself will help you get more clarity on the direction you should travel. Don't worry that it's too late to plan your life. It's never late to start anything new. Now is the time of the year where maximum number of people would do the same thing. Make resolutions, New Year resolutions. You might have made them before and you might have had a negative emotion towards it because it has never worked for you. So, if you have not made New Year resolutions, or if you have not made ones that continue to inspire you all year long, here is a good news. I have reserved a few time slots to help you with creating your own New Year resolution, a set of plans for 2022. A 2022 where you have a better control over. A 2022 where you are clear on what, why, and how you are going to do things. I'm sure that by the end of this year, you would tell yourself, oh, that 30 minutes that I had spent last year was what made a huge difference in my entire life. The best part is that this offer is completely free for you. This is a way to thank you for all the support that you have given me until now. I just have a handful of slots reserved for this. So in case the slots gets filled up, I might not be able to help you. I will get the slots filled on a first come, first serve basis. So in case you are interested in this, please reach out to me directly and we can discuss how we can take this forward. Use this opportunity to your maximum benefit. Looking forward to talking to you very soon.